Hey everyone, welcome to my video on how to load your vinyl into the vinyl cutter and to cut your design into your vinyl piece. Before you start cutting your design, please make sure that you follow the checklist that is in front of the vinyl cutter. One is on the sticker decal vinyl, one is on the heat transfer vinyl. Your first step is you want to make sure that you move your design to the corner, which is move to origin. As you can see here, my logo is very small. The size of it is only about 3.3 by 3.3. So I copied and pasted and made a few more logos so that when I cut out my vinyl piece, I'm not cutting out a tiny little vinyl piece. So I'm going to go ahead and select all. I'm going to go to Object, Group, and then group these guys all together. And then now you can see that my piece, the design has become bigger. It's 10.7 by 7 inches. Now I'm going to click Move, and it's going to snap right to the corner there. My next step here is to cut a vinyl piece that is 2 inches wider and 2 inches higher than these marks here. So if it's 10.7, then I want a piece that's 12.7. If the height is 7 inches, then I want a piece that is 9 inches tall. So your next step is to cut that vinyl piece bigger than your design. So here I have a piece that is much bigger than my design, but we want to make sure that the vinyl cutter will see that this piece is bigger than your design. So we're going to load this vinyl into the vinyl cutter and measure the size of it with the vinyl cutter now. Alright, this is the cutter head here with the blade in it. If it's in the middle of the vinyl cutter, you just have to press the right arrow to move it back to the right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your vinyl piece, and when you load it into the vinyl, you want to load it where the rollers here are at the edges, the right edge and the left edge of your vinyl piece. The rollers also need to be underneath one of these white strips. So what I like to do is I like to line up my piece and see if the edge of the papers or the edge of the vinyl will rest underneath the white strip. And since it rests under this white strip and it rests under this white strip, that's where I'm going to put the rollers. So I have both rollers placed under a white strip and they're at the edges of my vinyl piece. I'm now going to use this lever at the back here to lock down the roller. Now my vinyl piece is in there. And then now we need to select the sheet. And this is just a close-up of what it should look like. So as you can see, the rollers are close to the edge and underneath a white strip. And then the other one is also to the edge and underneath a white strip. So as you can see on the screen, it says Select Sheet Roll. My vinyl piece is not on a roll. We cut it off of the roll. So I'm going to choose the options here. You can use the up and down key. And you have piece, you also have edge, and then you go back to roll. We want to be on Select Sheet Piece because we're on a piece of vinyl. And then we're going to press Enter. And then now my vinyl cutter is going to measure the size of this vinyl piece. Nice. And then now we're going to go back to our screen and it gives us dimensions. So this vinyl piece is 11.2 inches by 8 inches. We're going to go to our design and we're going to make sure that those numbers there are smaller than the numbers on our vinyl cutter, and as you can see, they are. This is 10.7 by 7 and our vinyl piece is 11.2 by 8, meaning our vinyl piece is bigger than our design. The last thing you want to check is the force. So you can click force here, and for the sticker decal, it's usually at 60 grams that we would want. And for heat transfer vinyl, you want it at 100, so you can use the up arrow key to set it to 100, and then press enter to change the force to 100 grams. But since this is vinyl decal, I'm going to go back to force, and I'm going to bring it down to 60, and I'm going to press enter. Once you've done all 4 steps here, then your next step is to click cutting, and then click OK, and watch your design cut away onto your screen. And that's it. Oh, I guess I should probably mention that once it's done cutting, the cutter head will stop moving. You can just release the lever and then take out your vinyl piece, and you can see kind of how your design is cut into the vinyl now. Afterwards, please press the power button and turn it off.